So hello and welcome to the first episode of I'm Probably Wrong! Yeah! No one's excited about this more than me. So this is basically a place where I just talk to the camera on things I like to talk about. And so this is the first episode. I'm just going to read some news articles and I might go into detail, I might not. We'll see what happens, but hopefully this turns out to be something good, because otherwise I really regret not going further with my marketing degree. Anyway, intro. First article, let's go. Dentist leaves 30mm needle in a child's gum. Ooh, what a prick. Thank you. I guess that's done for episode 1. See you next week. This is the kind of comedy you're going to expect on a YouTube show. But man, I mean, it's a horrible news, Dentist leave 30mm needle in a child's gum. I don't want to read further because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be bummed out. It'll be sad. But the thing I find interesting about this article is the wording, the 30mm needle. See, it's just 3 centimeters, why do they have to say 30mm? I guess it's to make it sound even worse, like in our heads. 3 centimeters is still big, and that's not the first time I've said that. I guess we should just move on to the next article, because I'm done. This is why did I choose this article? It's such a sad article. Next article. NYS Scandal. Here are the names of the suspects arrested in Nairobi. I think the title should have been longer. NYS Scandal. Here are the names of the suspects arrested in Nairobi and future governors of our country. I guess that would have made the article more interesting. But let's go through the names and we see. Oh God, please no Wendy, 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 please. Oh, thank you. Yes. No Windy on the list. I really don't care. Okay, the only thing I find interesting about these names is that the NYS Director General is literally called Mr. Richard Dubai. His name is Rich Dubai. If anyone deserves to get away with corruption, is a dude called Rich Dubai. Okay, let's just go to the next article. I don't want to read all these names. I know I don't want to die just in the first video. YouTube videos are not worth dying. Anyway. Top 5 most outrageous supplies in season 2 of NYS Scandal. Man, just the title itself is fun to me. Like, Kenya, corruption is like a TV show, man. We have seasons. Season 1, this is season 2 of NYS Scandal. I mean, the NYS Scandal should have been like the Titanic. The first one was big enough. We don't need another one. But I guess in Kenya, we are rich. We can lose money. So anyway, let's see these supplies. That mosquito net worth 20 million. Damn. 20 million for mosquito nets. Let's be honest. We're in Africa, right? We do have a mosquito problem, mosquitoes of, malaria, dengue, they spread HIV. I don't know. I don't know, man. But I guess 20 million just on mosquito nets. I guess a reasonable. Towels worth 20 million. What the fuck? I don't know. Who are we to judge? Maybe Rick Ross is coming back. We need those towels. Blanket supply worth 40 million. It makes sense. They really needed to cover up this story. Car tire was 100 million? What? Okay, so each tire was for $1 million. Fuck. Those tires are expensive. That's like a car plus like 3 towels, man. These tires are expensive, man. 3 teachers go into hiding after smashing 7-year-old pupils' testicles. Nope, I don't have the balls to make jokes about that. That's just below the belt. Why does it take 3 teachers to bust balls? Even if you distribute 1 ball per teacher, Why is one teacher over there? And it's a 7-year-old kid. I mean, they're weak people. That's why Americans are putting them in cages and stuff. They don't fight back. Why do you need 3 people to smash 2 testicles? And then my second thought is, I mean, what did this pupil do that the teachers decided to bust his balls? Like, literally. I don't know, man. I don't want to read the article. Too sensitive for me as a guy. I feel his pain already. New York parents sue 30-year-old son who refuses to move out. Well, I guess this is good news, because that means I still have 7 more years. Nairobi-based international school slash annual fee to 902,000. Wait, they slashed it to 902. What? What was it before? Oh, $1 million. Oh, $1 million per year. But that's a lot of money for children, man. $1 million a year just for sending your child to fail geography. I mean, how much money are these people making? I think that's how much. That's 75,000 a month. And that's not even university. I mean, university makes sense paying that much, but this is just primary school. Children are not learning anything in primary school. My parents paid 800 shillings per term. That's 800 for 3 months. Add 4 if you count the holidays also. That's like 200 a month, man. What this is? And I turned out okay.
Are you sure about that?
75,000 a month. Shit, no parent actually. I feel like no parent actually loves their children that much. This is just like money laundering in a way. Like 75,000 on your child. That kind of love doesn't exist, right? Like 75. That's too much, man. That's like what, 8 towels and a and a mosquito net. I mean, children are expensive, man. Like, I mean, okay. First of all, I don't know the math is, but let's just count. Okay, school fees $1 million a year or 75k a month. Children need to eat whatever they eat. Let's just say per month is, I don't know, 10, 20. Let's just say 20. That's too much. What the fuck are they eating? Let's just say 10. And then mosquitoes. You have to buy mosquito nets. They need blankets. And we know blankets are expensive. Towels are expensive. And then you need to take a car to send them to school. A car is, I mean, the wheels of the car are just $1 million each, man. Life is expensive, bro. I don't know how are people affording all this. I mean, if these are the prices of schools, these scandals make sense, because people need all this money to send their children to school. Because I guess some parents actually do love their children that much. Man, but this is, people are actually paying that. I don't think I don't even love children so much. I mean, have you seen children? They smell like, I don't know, vomit and like milk. How do you spend 75k on something that smells like vomit and milk? Whatever, man. DP Ruto Deputy President Ruto calls for arrest and prosecution of corruption cartels. I have like 2 problems with this. First of all, why is this an article? What's the whole point? Isn't that what is the right thing to say? Why is it news to say such a thing? Everybody wants corruption cartels to be arrested and prosecuted. Why is it news when he okay, now I understand. Okay, it's news when he says it, I guess. That's like Nakumat saying, putting elephants in front of your shop is a bad thing. I don't want to die, but you get the point I'm trying to make, right? Get up and look for jobs. Nyambane tells Kenya's entitled millennials. I like the fact that the guy who wrote, the person, I don't know if it's a girl or a woman, but the person who wrote this article put entitled in quotes. He's like on our side. I like it. Thank you, writer of the article. And what does my friend Nyambane, I'm sure most of us know who Nyambane is. I've worked with him just once. I mean, he made me jump over over like a gutter, and trust me, it was horrible. I'm a fat dude, I don't jump, but whatever, man. When you're in the zone, you gotta do what you gotta do. Anyway, just to let you know, I kind of know that a little bit. I know the guy very little. So hopefully he doesn't say anything wrong about millennials, because you know, your boy is a millennial. Yeet, fam, whatever. This is cringe, man. Whatever. Let's just do it. People are making porn. I mean, I can just make cringy videos, whatever. I'm not saying porn is bad, by the way. Porn is amazing. But if people have the courage to make porn, I think I should be able to talk about things I find interesting, right? Let's just continue. What did he say? What did he say about millennials? Kenyan millennials have a false sense of entitlement when it comes to work opportunities in the country. We are paying $1 million per year for school education. If I'm paying $1 million for anything, man, I expect to get all the jobs. I think it's reasonable to think that I might get the job because I'm paying 75k a month. Not me, but my parents. But you get, I mean, if you pay that much money, I do expect to get jobs. Okay, where was I? Reading is hard. This is what you get with 800 per term. Reading is hard. He also said that people between the ages of 23 and 40 years are know-it-alls. I knew that. No, but I mean, it's funny that he's grouping 23-year-olds and 40-year-olds. There's a big difference between this age group. We don't think the same. 23, you're just learning about, taxes, I-tax and matatus, whatever, I don't know, a degree job, and 40 I think that's when your midlife crisis hits. What's the average age? Lifespan, what's the life expectancy? 62 years, so we're doing better than Nigeria. But there's a dip in life expectancy during 2002. We know what happened 2002, guys. But anyway, 62, so like midlife crisis is at like 31. So this guy has already, shaved his head, gotten all the tattoos he wants. We're not the same people. I don't know, it's very wrong to group these two kind of people together. When someone is 40 years old and working for the government, that is when they see what they missed. I mean, working for the government, just when you gave your CV, you should have known what you've missed. They then steal the money that was meant for the youth because they are not coming to get the loans. This dude just blamed millennials for the corruption in Kenya. He's basically saying,
I mean, what else am I supposed to do? There's money here, but no one is taking it. I mean, I'm Kenyan. What do you expect? This is us. This is what we do. You can't put meat in front of a lion and expect him not to eat it.
This is stupid. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that he actually blamed millennials for all the problems, and then he calls us entitled for jobs. For jobs we are willing to work hard for. For jobs you do work and then you get paid. He's calling us entitled for that, and while this 40-year-old is just stealing from the government and he's defending him, isn't this guy entitled? Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm probably wrong. That's why I call this show I'm probably wrong. But it's actually ridiculous. If you get the reference, what are you doing on YouTube? Mudhaura 71 lands new job at KRA courtesy of Uhuru. How is a 71-year-old still getting a job? Why? Isn't that? I think that's the reason why youth are unemployed in Kenya. Because dudes like this, 71-year-olds, are taking our jobs. What are we supposed to do? Make YouTube videos? It's okay. It's the president. The president does whatever he wants. We all want to stay alive for the next episode. But the retirement age in Kenya is actually 60. This guy is 11 years past that. Why is he still getting a job? I guess this is where I'll end this first episode. If I'm alive, I'll probably make part 2 or a second episode. See you next time.